Telford Tigers break in front of the bench. Joe Aston comes in. Puts it on the backhand, tries to find Deacon Fielder through the middle, but it goes into open space. And Bullis now driving down the right wing. A penalty coming up. And it's going against the Telford Tigers. And it's a minor penalty for holding. And it looks like it's going against Joe Aston, I think. Bit of a battle behind the net there as Jack Watkins picks it up, buys himself some time, feeds it forward to McKinney. McKinney back to Watkins. Some nice crisp passes there, switching sides up to the point man, back down to Watkins. McKinney's called it in front of the net. Finley Howells has got it in the corner. Tries to tap it through. It runs through the crease, but there's no white shirts to get a stick on it. Finley Howells now backhanded through to Andy McKinney. Jack Watkins pulls it round, tries to feed it up to the point. The point winds up, passes down deep into the corner. Finley Howells picks it up, backhanded out. McKinney tries for the wraparound off the skate, and it deflects out up and gets dumped down to the end zone and passes the puck out. And now it's going to bank off the boards. Beautifully held up by Danny Rose, holding his ground. And a six-men call is going against the Swindon Wildcats. And an offensive forecheck comes in from Bebris. Skating hard end-to-end. Silverthorne puts the puck cross ice. Plant comes through the middle. Leans in the puck. He's on the backhand, gets the shot away, and Skins makes the save. And I think at one point, just outside the blue line, it kind of felt like Swindon had dispossessed Rick Plant of the puck, but he leans in. He has it on his backhand. He leans across on the play. He pushes forward. He drives into the end zone, and he gets that backhanded shot away. The Tigers, a 30-second power play on a 5-on-4. But Swindon very effective in neutralising that offensive power play from the Telford Tigers there. Now, play comes forward. Danny Rose sets it up, carries it in front of the bench, looks for that stretch pass over to Finley Howells, brings it over the blue line. Watkins with a bounce back. He receives the pass, sends it straight back to Finley Howells. He drives behind the net, passes it up to Danny Rose on the point. D to D. Goodison swings it, shoots it and finds the top shelf. Skins went down a little bit early, and as he went down, Corey Goodison pulls the stick back and lets the shot go. And it's the Telford Tigers first on the score sheet today at what looks like 3 minutes and 14 seconds thereabouts. 3:18 at 9:18. So I'm screened from the clock there. So 9 minutes 18 seconds. See the Telford Tigers first on the score sheet with their goal. And it was Corey Goodison with a pass from Danny Rose. The puck, Telford cycling really well. Fielder carries through, straight down the middle, taken off his foot, tries to get a backhanded shot away as the puck drifts on. Dan Mitchell, supporting role. Joe Aston sends it through. Aston Fielder. And Mitchell now. Bebris carries it out for Swindon, puts it through onto the right side, a drive forward now from Sevic. Shot comes in. And it's frozen down by the netminder. The shot coming in from the Wildcats. Chris Jones, and the D-man sends it round the board. Silverthorne behind the net. Plant stick held up by Lydiard. They switch inside. Silverthorne now up to the point. Danny Rose sends a shot, goal bound. It goes wide to the left. Played down by Connolly. Picked up in the corner by Plant. Silverthorne tries to drive out. Lydiard gets him towards the boards. Bullis picks it up. And a penalty this time coming on. Is it McKinnon? No, it's Swindon hooking. Minor penalty on Lydiard. So the Telford Tigers taps forward. Now skated through. McKinney puts it round the boards. Lydiard gets to the puck. McKinney goes in, throws the hit behind the wall. Finley Howells tries to depossess the Wildcats as they carry it out up the left side. Shot comes in off the pipe work and up into the netting. There was a rocket of a shot came through. Sevic got on the puck, carry it over the blue line, run into traffic. They've still got possession of the puck. Bullis cycles into the corner. Taylor tries to reach a stick to it. Connolly's going to get there first. Plews puts it in on the backhand. Comes across from McKinney. Now, Bullis switches sides and a tripping penalty. And you can see the frustration in Connolly's face. The stick went across. Bullis, I think it's fair to say, was tripped, but made a meal of it. I think that's... Pavok switches sides. Smith loses his footing. Finley Howells gets a bit of puck, puts it on the backhand. Jack Watkins gets a touch of it through to neutral ice. Defenseman cuts the angle off. Whitehead now turning up. Drives it up ice, puts it onto the left wing. Nell comes into the slot area. Malasinski tries to get it round and finds the top corner, and it was over the left shoulder of Brad Day. I don't think he even believed it had gone in. It went over the top of his shoulder, top shelf into the left-hand side, and that's the first goal of the night for the Swindon Wildcats. Beautifully executed. Found that little bit of slot area between the top of Brad Day's shoulder and the crossbar, puts it into the top left-hand corner, and we've got a 1-1 game on our hands. So what will happen now? Will we get a quick reaction and a goal back from the Telford Tigers? Will the Wildcats use this momentum to proceed forward? Let's look in. 1-1 the score. Time of the goal. 28-12, the exact time of goal. Bedbris now. Shot comes in this time from the point, hits the pipework and deflects out. And now Swindon throwing every shot they can at Brad Day. This time he makes a body save. The puck drops down to Mitchell. Passes forward to Aston. He ties up with the... was calling for interference, and the referee's got his hand in the air, so we look like we've got a Telford Tigers power play on our hands. The interference pick has been called, and as Dan Mitchell came across, you saw the Swindon player step across, pick him out, and in reality, that's exactly what the interference call is there for. Again, D-to-D pass, wind up, shoots, and he's a fake shot on the slap shot and let it go on the ice to the pad. The pad was kicked out. Mitchell King picks the puck up, carries it through in front of the Tigers bench. Malasinski and Mitchell King tie up. Malasinski clutches at his face, as calls for a high stick. Matthews lets him skate past him. There's a delayed penalty on, and the Wildcats have now, the Dean Skin skates off the ice. They go 6 skaters as they've got a delayed penalty. Tries to pass across the front. A stick lift from Goodison prevents the shot going away. Nell up to the point, comes cross ice. And then possession's gained by Connolly, and the Telford Tigers pick up a high stick penalty against Mitchell King. Draw comes down, Malasinski gets to it. Brad Day makes the save. The puck was bobbling around. Malasinski was skating across in the hope to pick it up, and that was a cut in front of... I'm just trying to see whether that was Mitchell King. I think it was. The player cut in front of him. But the momentum of the Telford Tigers, that looked a very threatening play. 28 seconds with the man advantage for the Tigers. Just under a minute remaining in the period. Rose puts the puck down into the corner, switches sides. Walked in, and it's Jack Hopkins that gets himself with his first senior goal for the Telford Tigers. Walks in, lets the wrist shot go, and the Telford Tigers go 2-1 up. It's a 1-1 period, and Hopkins picks the puck up on the goal line, walks it in, and then shoots it into the net, beating Dean Skins, and now it's the Telford Tigers 2, Swindon Wildcats 1. A great debut goal for Hopkins on the power play. At 29 minutes and 23 seconds, the Tigers take the lead once again. A 1-0 first period for the Tigers. A 1-1 second period so far. Swindon, now. The ice looks a bit sticky. Wet in old money. Shot comes in, Skins makes the save, the puck's down. And there's a bit of a battle in front of the net there, a bit of a wrestling there. Silverthorne was there, pushes across. And now, Mitchell King. Bit of pushing and shoving right in front of us. Goes through to Malasinski, drives through the right-hand side, skating through to the centre. Quick feet. Puck drifts into the corner. Goes out on the wall now, McKenzie feeds it forward to Hopkins. Backhanded pass back to the back of the net. Goodison plays the puck off the wall. Hopkins tries to pass it forward, intercepted by the Wildcats. It's Malasinski that read the play well. Players losing their footings now. Malasinski tries to walk it in. Brad Day makes the pad save. Swindon pick up the rebound, try and get it in front to put it in the top shelf. And there it came. You saw them by the time waiting to see What opportunity to be presented, and Bebris just pulls the puck back, waits and executes the shot. And now we're on a 2-2 game here at the Telford Ice Rink, some 2 minutes and 21 seconds into the third period. Tied up, the initial shot, Brad Day makes the save, deflects the puck from the pad, drifts out, and you saw that there was just a little bit of time there as they waited to execute the shot. It's going to drop down. Jones tries to tap it forward. Finley Howell's battling on the wall. 2 red shirts tying up, 2 white shirts counter-attacking. And now, Sace picks up the puck, feeds it forward. Bebris, give and go. Driving this time once again from Sevic. Puck caught on the boards. Howells tries to play it out. Sevic keeps it down low. He ties up with Connolly. Puck on the boards, bouncing around, goes around the back of the net. Emma Saunders back out on the ice. Good to see that she's okay and able to return onto the ice. Tie up. Sevic sat down and the puck goes in. The goal's washed off. Swindon ready to celebrate. Backwards and forwards on the boards. Watkins tries to pull it through the skates. Taylor's holding up. Comes through. Blues. Hits Watkins. Hopkins up to the point. Point down to Hopkins. Hopkins on the far side. Shot comes in from Oliver. Goes across the front of the net. Now the counter-attack from the Swindon Wildcats. Bullis sends the puck around the boards and the players go in for a line change. That was an energetic, hard-paced bit of hockey right there. Silverthorne, quick feet up. 2-2 the score. Halfway through the third period. This is anybody's game. Silverthorne tips it up and over. Skates in. And the call sits as icing. Silverthorne says no way as he skates past us. He was fairly confident he'd made it over the red line before he tipped it up and over. So, into the corner now. Switching sides, and now a break from the Telford Tigers. Quick feed from Mitchell King, counter-attack now. Malasinski drives in, wrist shot in. Brad Day, and it goes into the back of the net. Brad Day thought he'd got hold of it from the body language he was portraying. The puck dropped down across the body, and the loose puck was picked up by the Wildcats to give them a 3-2 lead. Shot goes across and finds its way into the back of the net. So now the Swindon Wildcats take the lead with just under 9 minutes left to play. Now, the Telford Tigers need to throw everything at them. And it's fair to say they have been throwing everything at this game. It's been a really tight game, but the Wildcats, for the first time tonight, pull in front with a 3-2 lead to complete the line change. Silverthorne drives up the left side. Pass comes across on the backhand. Whitfield intercepts. Taps up to Goodchild. Sends it round the boards, deep in the end zone. The forecheck, what I'm trying to say, comes from Floyd Taylor. Just on the boards there. Played down, comes through to neutral ice. Plant drives forward. Plews plays it off the boards. Taps off now. Bullis walks in, Lentin away from the play, from the defensive play of Thomas McKinnon. Tries to tie him up, and a penalty's coming. Now, McKinnon squaring up to Sam Bullis. Both teams taking line changes, fresh feet out there. The Wildcats need to hang on to this, and they're doing it in an offensive way. The Tigers need a goal to force this game into overtime. Minute and 38 seconds. Plews, D-to-D pass to Lydiard, back to Plews. Looks up, passes through on the left side, taps it forward. McKinney carries it, taps it back. McKenzie comes through the middle. Jones deflects it away. If Jones doesn't get man of the match for the Wildcats, I'll eat my hat. McKinney up to the point. Oliver shoots and scores! It takes a shot from Nick Oliver, and suddenly the Telford Tigers bring it back to 3-3 with what? 1 minute and 18 seconds. This game's got it all to play for. Puck comes across. Look at this on the replay. Nick Nick Oliver winds up, shoots, it takes a ricochet and finds its way into the back of the net. Telford Tigers 3, Swindon Wildcats 3. If there's not a goal in the next 1 minute and 18 seconds, we're heading for 3-on-3 overtime at the Telford Ice Rink tonight. I'm just going to turn the mic off and breathe. Wow. Seconds. Telford's line are slightly fresher, but then, of course, on these fly changes with the 3-on-3, it's so vital that you change at the right time and don't leave any vulnerability. Played off the boards. Malasinski drives up the left side, passes through to the middle. Now, pass through, McKinney's through, he takes his time, puts it for the top right-hand corner, and like... McKinney tries to find Mitchell King, but Jones picks it up for the Swindon Wildcats. Skates through the middle, a stick from McKinney on the backhand. Jones walks his way through, puts it on the backhand. Day makes the save. Watkins to Watkins, from Sam to Jack. Shot comes in this time from Corey Goodison. He skates in, skin frees it down. Aaron Nell to take the first shot for the Wildcats. The player coach taking all the pressure. Circling, looking up at the clock. Looking down at the netminder, looking over at the referee, stepping up to the puck. Weaving left to right. Comes across, puts it on the forehand. Brad Day makes the save. No score for the first shot. Scott McKenzie now for the Tigers against Skins. Switches sides, put it on the forehand, tries to tap it through on the backhand. Sevic skates up to the Wildcats, pulls to the left, goes one hand on his stick, goes two hands, pulls it in, lets a wrist shot go. Skates up to the puck, pulls it across on his backhand, switches sides onto the forehand, fakes, puts it through and tries to get a cheeky little backhanded tip. Malasinski gets a bit of speed moving, carries it forward, goes to the right, cuts across to the left. The puck's bobbling, tries to put it around Brad Day. Brad kept his pad down towards the net. Captain Jason Silverthorne to step up for the Telford Tigers. Will this be enough to win the game, or are we then going to sudden death penalty shots? Eyes down and looking. Silverthorne skates up to the puck, pulls it across on the backhand, walks in from the right side, picks a spot, shoots and hits the post. He's appealing that it dropped in the net. McKenzie versus Skins. Scott McKenzie switches side, shoots, goes over the top of Skins, but sadly privilege. Malasinski skates up, pulls to the right, skates in, quick up, shoots. Brad Day makes the save, it deflects from the pad, goes high up into the netting behind the glass. Jason Silverthorne beat the netminder, hit the crossbar with the first one. What's this one going to do? Pulls it through on the backhand, walks in, buys some time, shoots, and Skins makes the save. Next player to shoot, skates up, quick pace, pulls across to the right, puts on his backhand, fakes, pulls a quick shot go. Brad Day makes the save, pad save out. I make that 10 shots, no score. Mitchell King skates in, shoots and scores! And celebrates towards the crowd as Mitchell King now puts the Tigers 1 goal up. Aaron Nell, player coach for the Tigers, is the guy to make the all-important goal. If this goes in, we carry on with the sudden death shots. If this misses, the Telford Tigers pick up a penalty shot win. Nell skates up to the puck, pulls to the right, switches sides, fake, shoots and scores! Puts it up into the top left-hand side. 12 shots on making it. 12 penalty shots, 2 goals. 4-4 is the score in sudden death. Next to skate up, Andy McKinney. Skates down, switches sides, put it on the backhand. Skins makes the save. Puck deflects from the leg pad. McKinney looks up to the clock. Looks down, skates off the ice. And Aaron Nell's coming out again. Is he taking the pressure away from his team, or is he feeling the momentum is on his side? Nell skates up to booze of the crowd, switches sides, right then left, puts it on the forehand, shoots for the 5-hole, and Bradday makes the save. Scott McKenzie, next up for the Telford Tigers. I've lost count now of how many shots we've missed. All I know is we've had a goal each. McKenzie, left to right, on the backhand, shoots, goes for the 5-hole, Skins reads it well, leaves his stick flat on the ice, stops the puck. Swindon are second on the shoot for the sudden death. Sayers is your man to take his shot. If this goes in, they get a point out of the game. If it misses, we go to another round. Sayers pulls to the right, switches side, shoots and scores, and it's the Wildcats that are going to leave Telford tonight with a point. Disappointing for the Telford Tigers fans in the building, but an amazing game of ice hockey.
Fair to say that game had a bit of everything, right?
It did. It was a good game. I thought Telford were the best team in the first period, and then the second period I thought we were excellent. We were very unfortunate to tie that period and be down a goal. It was probably our best period of the season, and then the third period went back and forth. We did really well to take that lead. It was tough to lose the goal with 2 minutes to go, but look, the penalty shootout was always a bit of a coin flip, and luckily we won.
I noticed when it got to the sudden death ones and the last one in the regular ones that you took responsibility. Was that confidence, or not wanting to put the responsibility on another player?
Well, I didn't want to put it on someone else, and it was nice to score that goal, and then our young lad Reed Sayers scored a big goal. It was sweet for him, and it would hopefully give him a lot of confidence going forward.
And I think for fans watching this, whether they were here in the rink tonight or watching on the stream, if the season's going to be like this, we're in for a good one.
Definitely. Look, the teams are very close, and 1 to 9 they're very close. Leeds and Sheffield are kind of been the top teams in the last 4 or 5 weeks, but I'm sure they're going to come back to the pack, and every game's tough, and tonight was as good a game as you'll see at our level, and the desire by both teams was great, and we're just happy that we got out with a win.
It was interesting listening to your interview last night as well, which is very similar to some that I've spoken to Tom about. You take the eye off the ball for 30 seconds and you're made to pay by other teams. And there was a lot within that Autumn Trophy where you'd get a win on one night and a loss on the other night for almost all the teams.
It is, and look, I think the teams that's got the best home record over the year, I think, is going to win the league. And then it's about doing what we did tonight, just nicking points away from home, and we need to learn to be better at home. We've lost, I think, 4 now at home, including the pre-season, and we need to be better at home. We need to be better next week, and then when you go away, you've got to sit tight for a little while, like we did tonight in that first period. I thought Telford were excellent in the first period, and then try and take your chances when you get them.
Sweet journey home?
I think so, yeah, I'm sure.
Cheers. So, first game of the season, had a little bit of everything, started pretty well.
Yeah, we started well. I thought the first period was excellent. I thought we were able to make a lot of things happen. I thought we were defensively pretty solid, and I wish the second and third went like the first.
Well, even the second, when they got that goal up, you managed to get one back, so you tied up the second period, and it seemed that up until midway through the third, you were on the front foot.
I thought when we come off the second period, I thought Swindon really stepped up. They went through the gears, and we really struggled. We couldn't keep up. We didn't manage the puck. We got beat to races. We got beat physically in battles, and we spent a lot of time in our zone. Brad played very strong in that period, and the third period we were better, but we were still making a fair few mistakes on the puck, and I think tonight we got more than we deserved.
Yeah, so I mean, it went to overtime. There were no goals off that. The penalty shots just seemed to be coming till one went in. Finally, one goes in. They get one back. It's bitter, isn't it?
I thought the 3-on-3, the overtime, I thought we played very well. We created a couple of good chances. McKinney was unlucky on a breakaway then, and then, like you say, obviously in the shootout, we put ourselves in a great position, and I thought we could have scraped something from a bit of a poor performance, or Swindon playing extremely well and keeping us on the back foot. Frustrating. I thought the atmosphere in here tonight, and it's not the first night I felt it, was pretty quiet. There's not much noise. We need the fans to get behind the players sometimes and give us a bit of a lift. But as a group, as a team, we've got to know. I think Swindon were hungrier than us, and I think looking back to where we were, it was a bit of a role reversal from us to them last season. We had that bit between our teeth. They won the second puck battles, and they put us under pressure in every situation.
And I think that close loss they had last night may have given them an extra bit of jump in terms of wanting to get that back, because we've seen a number of games where teams have lost games one night and then really fought back to get it back the next night, and that might have sort of helped them with their motivation.
Absolutely, you don't want to lose back to back, but they performed very well in here tonight, and credit to them. Their forwards were relentless on their forecheck. They kept coming. They're big guys and make it difficult to separate pucks, and they've got guys that can really shoot. They've got heavy shots. Disappointed to lose. Pleased with the points. We can be better, but. It's one of those home games, so naturally disappointing to lose, obviously, your home opener.
And for people in the building or watching at home on the stream, that was an amazing game of hockey. It was so fast, so intense, and it was a great advert for British hockey and what potentially this league season can offer.
I was talking to Lee Richardson, who's the Swindon coach, and we both agree that everybody can beat everybody, and you've got to be ready. You've got to play to your maximum, and you've got to do that every shift. Whereas you end up being in an awkward spot. Home games for this year, I think, are going to be really important for a team that can go on and certainly challenge. You need to pick up those points at home, because it seems like everybody, like you say, is very similar. A lot of teams are going to beat each other throughout the season.
Good luck next week.
Thank you.